Do you ever have thoughts that feel diminishing, or even private conversations with yourself that leave you outside of your power? Today, we're going to talk about self-talk and the power of words, and how our thoughts about ourselves are having an effect on our ability to master manifest. The only reality that really matters in this lifetime is the one that you create for yourself, whether in the perception and the living of your own life, or even the perception and understanding of the lives of those around you. Words, thoughts, and more importantly, the energy behind them, are powerful tools in the process of creation. So we should always be conscious and aware of how we are using our words, and take the time to look at our surroundings to see whether or not our words, our actions, and to summarize it, our energies are really helping us to create the life that we want to live. Welcome to Eat Your Moon, the podcast. This podcast gives me the opportunity to share wisdom and insight that is coming in from my guides. We are all together on this journey of the human experience. So different things that I encounter or experience on my journey, you may experience on yours as well. So I want to take the opportunity to share the insight that is coming through in the hopes that it could be useful to you. My name is Khadija. I am an astrologer, card reader, Reiki master, and spiritual coach. I enjoy helping people with my years of experience in spiritual development. I like to use really unconventional and fun ways to help people to go within and to connect to their inner truth. This is not about me telling you who you are or about me impressing my truth upon you. This is about helping you to stand in your power and to live according to your truest form of authenticity. Many of us are familiar with the dictum from René Descartes, I think, therefore I am. And the I am is a very powerful affirmation. In the Bible, when Moses asked God, who should I tell the people who you are? How should I introduce you? He said, tell them I am that I am. So even in the spiritual context and meditation, we're often using the I am to really confirm existence and to strengthen our creative existence. In astrology, Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, the beginning of spring, the beginning of life, is connected to the motto of I am. So when René Descartes said, I think, therefore I am, he introduced this opportunity to perceive our ability to think as a confirmation of our existence. So if our thoughts are able to confirm our existence, shouldn't we be thinking thoughts that uplift us and support the creation of what it is that we would like to experience here on earth? Because when you think about it, we spend 100% of our time with ourselves. So if there's one person on this earth that we should really get along with, wouldn't it be the self? Why not be nice and kind to ourselves and be that best friend? In a channeling session with my guides, they asked me to modify your speech to provoke what it is you want to evoke. And with that sentence, I felt that they were reminding me of the power of words. Words carry an energy with them, and an energy that is directly connected to creation. It's as if when we speak, we are submitting an order to the universe and saying, bring me more of that. I'd like some of that. So when we speak, whether it's when we speak about ourselves, about our lives, or the lives of others, it is important that we are selective in our word choice, because what we put out also comes back to us. Considering our words to be some kind of universal Amazon, we could consider, if our self-talk were things, what would we be surrounded by? By luxury or by lack? While reading Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramhansa Yogananda, I came across a description that really helped me to deepen my understanding of what my guides were saying with modify your thoughts to provoke what it is that you want to evoke. In the footnote, he talks about mantras and sacred chants and the power of words. He says, the potencies of sound and of Vach, the human voice, have nowhere else been so profoundly investigated as in India. The Om vibration that reverberates throughout the universe, the word or voice of many waters of the Bible, has three manifestations or gunas, those of creation, preservation, and destruction. He cites the Taittiriya Upanishad 1:8. Each time a man utters a word, he puts into operation one of the three qualities of Om. This is the lawful reason behind the injunction of all scriptures that man should speak the truth. End of quote. If we understand that each of our words carries one of the three qualities of Om, then we can really understand how the energy behind words are connected to creation. So each time a man utters a word, he is either creating, preserving, or destroying. So when you speak to yourself and when you speak about others, are you creating something positive? Are you preserving something that needs to be preserved? Or are you destroying? And when we talk about destruction, to me that can happen in two forms. We can either use our words to destroy or to tear down something that needs to be let go of, using words and mantras and sacred chants to let go of that which no longer positively serves. Or words can be used in the sense of destruction, of self-confidence, hurting the self or hurting others with our words. So today, as you go about your daily tasks, I would encourage you to pay attention to your thoughts, to how you speak to yourself, and ask yourself, with this thought, am I creating something positive? Am I preserving something that deserves to be preserved? Or am I destroying something that needs to be let go of? Are my words helpful to me or useful in some way? Or am I hurting myself and sacrificing my own self-confidence? In another channeling session, my guides encouraged me. They said, stand in affection with yourself and let go of the grit and attitude that would leave you quaking in your boots. This reminded me of a time in my life when I really had to be hard on myself, when I really had to cultivate a self-discipline that would ensure my survival, a time when life was really hard. And so I developed an attitude towards myself that really pushed myself. And once this time in my life was over, it became difficult to release that type of behavior, that type of whipping of the self, making sure I got out of bed and did what it is that I needed to do, pushing of the self. And so I felt the divine really encouraging me to let go of that habit and to stand in affection with myself, understanding that that type of behavior can really uncenter the self or jeopardize the feeling of groundedness that is actually necessary in order to be successful and really happy in this world. So as you go through your day, and if you find yourself having thoughts that are more destructive as opposed to positively creative, then instead of being hard on the self or admonishing the self, then perhaps it would be useful to respond with love as opposed to judgment, and to respond with curiosity, and to affirm, I have a beautiful mind, and every day it gets better and better. Meditation and really sitting in the positive energy of the universe, asking the universe to send down positive energy similar to Reiki, can also be helpful in releasing any energy that would contribute to negative self-talk. You don't necessarily have to be trained in Reiki. It can be the simple request to the universe with unconditional love that love be sent down in order to cleanse and regenerate your energy. Have affirmations ready. And if thoughts come up, smiling is always helpful because it's a scientific process that really invites in joy, invites in happiness. Breath work is also useful in releasing what no longer positively serves and inviting in new thought forms, new ideas. So please speak kindly to yourself throughout each day, acknowledging your achievements and expressing gratitude even for the smallest things in your life. It can be helpful to write it down, to really anchor it in your consciousness. To support you on your journey, I've created a video, Reiki for Positive Self-Talk. I will post the link in the description. It is my goal to be supportive to you on your journey, to lift you up. And I hope that this podcast, as well as the Reiki provided, will see you soaring and standing in your very unique power. Because the world needs you. We are all members of a whole, and if one member is not present, then we are not complete. So please allow me to support you in your wholeness, because when you are whole, the community is blessed. Thank you for blessing me with your time and with your consciousness, and I look forward to speaking with you in the next episode. Thank you again for listening. Remember to make use of the Reiki video, Reiki for Positive Self-Talk. If you like what you hear, then hit the subscribe button below and the bell so that you receive your notifications. And remember to shower yourself with affection. Till next time.